Personal story segment tonight. While walking around the streets of New York City, I estimate about 80% of people are either talking or texting on their phone all the time. I mean, they can't stop. Cyberspace addiction is everywhere. This week, Time Magazine's cover story says that social media has created a culture of hate because people known as trolls use cyberspace to smear and harm anyone they want. That includes giving out personal information that's known as doxing. The key question, is there a rise in hatred in America because of social media? Joining us now from Chicago, Dr. Paul Booth, who teaches at DePaul University. And from Newburyport, Massachusetts, Dr. Keith Ablow, psychiatrist and Fox News analyst. Dr. Ablow, you're first. Is hatred rising because of social media?
Absolutely, Bill. You know, you and I have spoken about this before. The internet is the medium, and Marshall McLuhan in 1964 said the medium is the message. The internet invites people into it anonymously. It does so via an anonymous technological filter, and therefore it short-circuits empathy. So it favors people who lack empathy, number one, and it threatens to turn just regular folks into less empathetic people as well. So it's doing that in a twofold way, not just through bullying, but after all, ISIS and the like use the internet to recruit.
Yes.
Why? Why is it seemingly so easy? Because people are depersonalized and dehumanized by the internet.
Okay, let's take the personal first, and then we'll widen it out to ISIS and the journalism community. Now, Dr. Booth, you know this Leslie Jones who was in Ghostbusters? Is that her name, Leslie?
Yeah.
Okay. The actress, right?
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
People on the internet actually almost broke the woman, almost gave her a nervous breakdown because of all the attacks that she had to endure. She finally got off it. All right, but it harmed her dramatically, and the people who did it out of fun, spite. I mean, it's not, this woman's never done anything to anybody. She was just in a movie. And when I saw that, I mean, it was sickening.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely horrible. But I'm going to have to say that I don't think social media is the cause of hatred. I think hatred has always existed. People have always hated each other. Social media maybe brings it out in certain ways, but I don't think we can blame the technology. It makes it more acceptable, though, does it not?
Doesn't it make it more acceptable? Didn't there used to be social boundaries? And
well,
now
I think there are still social boundaries.
How?
I think
when you can destroy a human being on the social media, actually destroy somebody, where's the boundary in that, doctor?
Well, there's certainly, and I'm not saying that there aren't exceptions to this. I'm not saying there aren't cases where people take it to the extreme and act horribly. Of course there are. It would be ludicrous to say that there weren't. But social media itself is not the problem. Social media can be used for incredibly positive things just as much as incredibly negative things.
That's true, but I think you're diminishing the problem. Dr. Ablow, trolls in Norway are little leprechauns that run around, okay? That's what it is. But on the internet, they're vicious people who go after, and will probably be trolled tonight, individuals, smearing them in the worst possible ways. And there's no regulation. They can't stop it.
They can't stop it, and, you know, respectfully, what Dr. Booth misses is that there's plenty of data suggesting that people who use social media more suffer psychological problems more, and one of them is a decrease in empathy and a lack of connectedness. Remember, the internet cut its teeth on adult entertainment. The lack of humanity has been built in from the beginning. This coaxes people to be less human. There isn't a person alive who's more human because they use the internet or social media more. It's psychologically impossible for that to be the case.
Even if they're getting, as Dr. Booth points out, if they're getting information on it, if they're communicating with old friends on it, I mean, that seems to be something that's positive. But I get your point. See, my main point is this, that there's so much garbage on it, and that garbage finds its way out into the legitimate media. I mean, you know, and with the destruction of Gawker, thanks to the heroism of Hulk Hogan, I mean, one's down, but there are 50 to take their place, Dr. Booth. And now we're having mainstream media quote this stuff. And so, don't blame me. I saw it on social media. And, I mean, it's like nobody's safe. Who's safe, Dr. Booth, from this? Who's safe?
Well, I mean, I think it depends on how you're defining safety here.
Whose reputation is safe? Whose?
Well, anyone's reputation is safe.
No one's.
What do you? Of course, people's reputations can be safe.
How?
I mean,
If somebody chooses to
I want
destroy
to talk here
you,
about the
listen,
idea here that somehow social media is becoming the downfall of civilization. Every adult entertainment made the VCR. Adult entertainment made the graphic novel. Adult entertainment made
those are different things now. When a woman like Leslie Jones gets the pain inflicted on her, I'm just staggered. All right, I'm going to give Dr. Lavlo the last word. Go.
Listen, Facebook, for instance, courtesy of Mark Zuckerberg, turned every Facebook user into a liar. Why? Because it asks you to present the happy face, to have 4,000 friends, and they're not. And the extension of that is simply that it allows big liars to lie in very vicious ways. We have no way to control it. And Dr. Booth is being an apologist for it in this case.
I'm not going to go that far. I respect the doctor's point of view, but children bullied on the internet, bullied on social media, children, high school kids, it's staggering.
I can't see that everyone on Facebook is a liar. It doesn't make any sense.
Right.
There's almost 2 billion people on Facebook. You've suddenly just said
it's easier
a third of the world are liars.
Let's compliment.
It coaxes them to lie.
It's easier to lie. Gentlemen, thank you for a very provocative segment.